Hey there, friends. How are you? Happy Friday. Welcome to a little live coaching here. This is a group where I come in and share wisdoms or takeaways that I've learned, usually through the week, that have been planted in my head. And also, if you are wanting to bring your dance online, this is a place where I can help answer questions and do that. So, hello, Karen. I just got done teaching a week of dance camp, so I'm a little like, oh shoot, I gotta come on here. So little frazzle plus teaching technique classes this week, so it's a little busier than normal. But you know, it's kind of feast or famine in the summer, at least right now. I am working on that, trying to get it better so it doesn't have to be that way. But I do want to share what's been going on in my head or what's been influencing me these past couple weeks, and I've heard it a lot. And I really have to pay attention to it. As you know, I'm a smaller studio out of my home. I have about 125, 130 students when everything's in full swing, but it's out of my home. And I am looking at growing or expanding into a commercial spot. I have avoided this like the plague. Like, I just do not want to go there because that has a whole other level of stuff. Rent, insurance, doubling your numbers, all that stuff that I've fought against because I have such a great thing out of my home. And what's been coming at me, and I alluded to it last week in my blog, if you watch the Tonys, the guy that won for Best Actor in a Musical had just a great little speech, and I will put it in the comments because it's so worth watching. And he said, to slowly is the fastest way to get there. And then I heard it a lot in podcasts that I've been listening to this week. Slow is the best way to go. And it's so hard to hear that. And then I heard myself saying it as I was coaching a client last night, a student in my studio. She wanted to do this and this and this. And I'm like, whoa, wait up. We have to go back and make sure we have some foundational stuff happening. And because some technique stuff was not there to go where she wanted to go. And then I'm like, oh, Melissa, yeah, there's some stuff that I need to have in place before going to this next level. I remember when I launched my membership site for the first time, I was like, woohoo, I have it done. I'm going to get all these members. I'm going to just bust it. You know, so many people download the free option. Like, I had almost 1,000 people download that freebie. And so I'm like, woohoo, we're gonna quit teaching and do this thing. And it didn't happen that way. And then I thought to myself, well, Melissa, you don't deserve it to happen that way because you haven't learned as much as you need to know to get there. So I'm still learning, but still growing, and those memberships are coming and they're continuing to come, but it's never as fast as we want. But that's the universe, God's way of saying we have more to learn before we get there, and it's okay. All right. I just think, like, if I would have had that much like growth in such a short amount of time, I wouldn't have been able to handle it because I didn't have systems in place. So as I'm speaking this out loud, I'm like, it's coming. It's clearing the weeds a bit of what needs to happen in my world. So what needs to happen in your world? What would you like to have happen this summer? Maybe you have a project, maybe you have a new course or curriculum, or maybe you have a new teacher coming in, or maybe you're adding a whole new aspect to your studio or your teaching. What steps do you need to do to help you grow steadily and make it a success? It doesn't have to be gangbusters, but those slow steps. And one thing that I try to keep in mind, what is one thing that I can do right now today? Just one thing today that can move the needle in the right direction. Okay? Is it reaching out to a certain person, partnering with somebody, hiring somebody, calling somebody? Is it, what can you do right now to add value and grit, substance to your teaching, your studio, or your work to get you to the next level? Baby steps. Okay, so I'm going to share a couple resources that I did had hit me this week. One of them was James Wedmore with Jasmine Star. Slow and steady. And then this speech from the Tonys, which was so fun to watch. So hope you guys are well. Message me. I get messages from people asking questions, and I always try to refer them to the group here because there's some of those questions have been answered in here. But if you have a question or you're working on a project for bringing your dance to the online world, reach out. I'd love to help be a sounding board and share or give advice or just listen. Okay? Have a great weekend, you guys, and thanks so much. Peace. Bye-bye.